Imagine standing under a vast, star-strewn sky, where a shimmering ball of light seems to hover just out of reach, like a cosmic snow globe filled with ancient stars. On July 1st, 2025, at midnight, this celestial wonder, known as Messier 22 or M22, will climb to its highest point in the sky, offering a breathtaking spectacle for stargazers south of 46 degrees north latitude. This globular cluster, nestled in the constellation Sagittarius, is one of the closest and brightest of its kind, a dazzling relic of the universe's early days that beckons us to gaze upward and dream of the cosmos. A globular cluster is a tightly packed, spherical collection of stars, bound together by gravity, orbiting the core of our Milky Way galaxy. M22, located about 10,000 light-years from Earth, is a stellar city of roughly 80,000 stars, some as old as 12 billion years, nearly as ancient as the universe itself. Unlike the loose, scattered open clusters found in the galaxy's spiral arms, globular clusters like M22 are dense and symmetrical, with stars so closely packed that they sometimes collide, birthing new stars called blue stragglers. M22 is particularly fascinating, hosting two stellar mass black holes and a rare planetary nebula, a glowing shell of gas ejected by a dying star, making it one of only 4 globular clusters known to contain such a feature. On July 1st, as midnight approaches, M22 will reach its zenith for observers in regions south of 46 degrees north latitude, which includes much of the southern hemisphere and parts of the northern hemisphere. Countries like Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, and southern parts of the United States, Mexico, India, and China will have prime viewing opportunities. In the northern hemisphere, M22 never rises high, hugging the southern horizon, so southern latitudes, particularly those closer to the equator or below, offer the best views. For instance, from Sydney or Cape Town, M22 will appear prominently in the sky, while observers in New York or London, north of 46 degrees north, may struggle to spot it due to its low position and potential obstruction by buildings or trees. To locate M22, find the constellation Sagittarius, recognizable by its teapot asterism. M22 lies 2.5 degrees northeast of Cos Borealis, the bright star marking the teapot's lid. With the naked eye, under dark, clear skies, ideally in a rural area with minimal light pollution, M22 appears as a faint, fuzzy smudge, like a distant cloud. Binoculars, such as 7x50 or 10x50 models, transform this smudge into a glowing, mottled halo, hinting at its starry nature. A small telescope, like an 80mm refractor, reveals a fuzzy ball with a brighter core, while a 6-inch or larger telescope at high magnification resolves individual stars, especially around the cluster's edges, showcasing its elliptical shape and sparkling arcs of light. For the best experience, seek a dark sky site, away from city lights, and allow your eyes to adapt to the darkness for about 20 minutes. A star chart or a stargazing app like StarWalk 2 can guide you to M22's precise location. What if we lived inside M22? Imagine a night sky ablaze with countless stars, so densely packed that night feels like a twilight filled with radiant pinpoints. Planets within a globular cluster would orbit stars in a crowded stellar neighborhood, where close encounters between stars could disrupt planetary orbits or trigger spectacular stellar collisions. The sky would be a dazzling tapestry, with no true darkness, as the light from hundreds of thousands of stars illuminates the cosmos. However, forming planets in such an ancient, metal-poor environment, lacking the heavier elements needed for rocky worlds, would be challenging. So, recent discoveries of planet-sized objects in M22, not orbiting any star, suggest that small, rogue worlds might drift through this stellar swarm, adding to its mystique. For amateur astronomers, July 1st is a perfect night to observe M22. Set up your telescope in a quiet, dark location, perhaps a rural hilltop or a desert plain, and let the cluster's ancient light fill your eyepiece. Its magnitude of 5.1 makes it accessible even in suburban skies, but darker conditions enhance its beauty. As you gaze, consider that you're peering at a relic from the universe's youth, a snapshot of the Milky Way's early history. M22's stars have witnessed eons, their light traveling 10,000 years to reach your eyes, connecting you to the distant past. This celestial event is more than a visual treat. It's a journey into the heart of our galaxy's story. Whether you're in a bustling city in Brazil or a remote outback in Australia, M22 invites you to pause and marvel at the universe's grandeur. Grab a pair of binoculars, find a dark corner of the world, and let M22's ancient stars spark your imagination. What secrets do they hold? What stories could they tell if we could live among them? On July 1st, 2025, the cosmos offers you a front row seat to this stellar spectacle. Don't miss it.